Yes, we are all set to go. So today we are going to see how Hopoponomo is a practice which can help us to heal in every single aspect of our life. And this healing, please kindly everybody mute yourselves. Otherwise, I'll have to stop share, go there, mute you, and come back. And that will interfere with the flow of the meeting. Yes. So we are going to understand what this is. Hopoponomo is actually a kind of healing process. And it tells us the healing power of forgiveness. See, many of us are good people, but when somebody hurts us, we have a difficulty in forgiving people. And this is universal. You may be the best person in the world, but when it comes to your personal protection, you find it difficult to forgive. So I'm going to offer you today process so that when you forgive, you let go baggage. Otherwise, you're carrying this resentment or this hurt or this pain, and you're actually blocking your own progress. So the reason why we are doing this is to encourage that. The brief overview of the session, we're going to understand that there are some 12 universal laws. We are going to understand that everything is energy. Then we are going to trace the origin and history of Hopoponomo, how it evolved and how it got modernized, how it started in a hospital, and the primary intentions of Hopoponomo, the impact, principles, and in the end, we are going to do a practical exercise called the Tears of Joy experience. Now, how many of you are excited that we are going to have this kind of agenda? Put in the chat box. Me. Please be active. How many of you are very excited that you're going to? Oh dear, somebody is still not muting themselves. Have you all muted yourselves, please? Because it interferes with my focus and concentration. Okay, I'll stop share, mute everybody. Yeah, okay, thank you. It interferes with the flow of the meeting. And also, it prevents you from being 100% here. So you've decided to devote this time for this meeting. Please give the focus that it deserves. We have 12 laws of the universe. We are not going to cover all of these laws because they come in various segments in various workshops. But we are going to first understand this first law. And that is what we are going to work with in Hopoponomo. The first law is the law of divine oneness. That we are all little pieces of the divine, manifesting the divine, and that we are all connected. The second law is the law of vibration. That every particle in the universe is made of energy. Now, all of you do this with me. Everything is energy. Say it one more time. Everything is energy. One more time. Everything is energy. We are not going into the other laws. The law of cause and effect will be applicable here because you get back whatever you send into the universe. So that also is going to be applicable here. The law of attraction, in an indirect way, it applies, but it's not going to really be very relevant in this place. The other laws also, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. See, the universe is not a static place. Everything is constantly changing. Energy is constantly being transmuted in various forms from one form to another. All of you are familiar with Newton's third law of motion, where energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transmuted. So when we say everything is energy, we are talking about that energy changing its direction, its form, its intensity, whatever it is, by certain conditions in the universe. And Hopoponomo brings that about. See, when we are in a very positive frame of mind, our vibrational energy is very, very high. It's good for us to have anything above 250. So if you're willing for everything in the life, in your life, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment, the lower vibrations are below that. Courage is actually both on both sides of the fence. But the negative emotions like pride, anger, desire, fear, grief, apathy, guilt, shame, they're all low energy vibrations. So our intention always to be happy in our lives is to maintain our vibrational energy. Now in Hopoponomo, we are going to be cleansing our negative energies. So there is repentance and there is forgiveness as part of the Hopoponomo practice. It makes us acknowledge and take responsibility for our own negative thoughts, emotions, and actions. Then we ask for forgiveness for ourselves, for our own negligence, and for others for their negligence. And also, if you are carrying a resentment or a reaction or an anger or a kind of uh, wanting to revenge kind of mentality, to give that up so that you're able to forgive other people. Because when we have these negative emotions, what we are doing is we think it's only affecting us. Actually, we are interfering the universe's flow of positive vibrations. So when all of us raise our vibrations and we work as positive vibrational beings, we are raising the positive vibration of the whole world, of everything around us, everyone around us. So the core concept of continuous cleaning involves clearing negative energies and lifting up the vibrational frequency. Can you please mute yourself, madam? Somebody
दरवाजे बंद कर आवाज ना कर
who's talking in Hindi, please mute yourself. Okay. As usual, I have to do the cleaning. So the cleansing process for the session also involves periodically stopping the share screen and going back to mute people. Okay. So when we create love and gratitude, which is part of the Hopoponomo practice, that is very central to Hopoponomo. So we are cultivating the higher vibrations. When we practice unconditional love to ourselves and to others, we are elevating our vibrational frequency. Also, when we forgive, we show love and we are grateful. These also completely encompass other people as well and raise the overall vibrational frequency. So where did this whole thing start? It's a very ancient tradition, which actually traces its root to ancient Hawaiian spiritual teaching and practices. And it was used by the natives, by the aborigines who are there in Hawaii, by their so-called medicine man or the chief of the tribe or whatever, and by the older people in the community and the spiritual leaders, whenever there was a conflict in a family, in a community, between individuals, etc. And they found that this practice actually was able to help them to maintain peace in the tribe. So it originated there. But then when we look at every religion, every spiritual practice, every one of them advocates forgiveness. In fact, in Jainism, they have 10 fundamental values, and there is a festival that they celebrate where they say this prayer every day for more than a month. Knowingly or unknowingly, by action or speech, words or deeds, if I have ever hurt you, then with humble heart, folded hands, Uttam Kshama. That means, please forgive me. Also in the Mahabharata, there is a hymn to forgiveness. which says forgiveness is virtue, forgiveness is sacrifice, forgiveness is the Vedas, forgiveness is the Shruti or the revealed scripture. He that knoweth this is capable of forgiving everything. That is why we have to learn to forgive everybody, everything, every time. Forgiveness is Brahma. Forgiveness is truth. Forgiveness is stored ascetic merit. Forgiveness protects the ascetic merit of the future. We are contributing to our children's world as well when we forgive and we clean out this baggage. Forgiveness is asceticism. It's not easy to forgive. So you have to be at a higher level to be able to forgive. Forgiveness is holiness. And by the forgiveness, the universe is held together. And that is what will happen when we practice Hopoponomo. Now, the deep meaning of forgiveness, if we explore, one of the monks, Buddhist monks, has given this explanation. He says it's like controlling an aggressive dog. So when we have a violence, when we have anger, when we have these negative emotions, we are like an angry dog. Now you can tie the dog up, you can beat it up, you can, threaten it and all that. But it will squirm, it will respond to your beating, it will shout for your breath, but it will still be aggressive. The aggression won't go. But the real answer to get rid of the aggression is to train the dog. Convince it that aggression is not in its favor. Is killing the dog of any use? Not really. So in people also, we have to think about it in the same way. See, when people are told to give up their aggressive, violent tendencies, it doesn't come just because you threaten them, you bully them, you give them, like putting people in jail. How frequently do we see that prisoners reform? They don't. You have to bring in some reform training, reform counseling, etc., if you want the person to change. And they have to get into a voluntary understanding and they have to give a personal commitment. Otherwise, deep rethinking about forgiveness doesn't happen. It cannot be imposed from outside. And like the mother says, with our own perfection grows in us a generous understanding of others. So when we work on ourselves, perfect ourselves, increase this ability to forgive, to be grateful, to love, we are actually improving the way we relate to other people as well. Now, what is the meaning of Hopoponomo? The very term Hopoponomo embodies its purpose. Ho means to make or cause. Ponomo means right or righteousness. It means to make right or to rectify. So the Hawaiian forgiveness ritual of Hopoponomo is if something troubles you, if something is irritating you, if you want to turn around, go away, if you feel betrayed or hurt, you can't get off that feeling, it's bothering you all the time. This method of healing is for you, where you just say these 4 phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. So what we teach you to do is focus on the person or problem and repeat this like a mantra, keeping that person or problem in your mind and applying it like we did to the 2023 farewell that we did when we started. What you're doing is taking responsibility for everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And in Hawaii, there's a lot of community healing that goes on with this prayer. It's a regular practice. And what all conditions can it help you with? It creates spiritual harmony. So it can be used for conflict resolution. It can be used for preventing burnout. Can be used to improve your self-realization, for your stress relief. And if you don't want it, if you don't need it for any of those, let it be a spiritual meditation. So what it does is, it emphasizes that you take responsibility for everything in your life. You forgive everything letting go of the past, forgive yourself, forgive everybody, forgive everything, release all negative emotions so that you find inner peace. You repent, you acknowledge and apologize for things that you could have done wrong, because, like that Jane Prayer says, knowingly or unknowingly, we hurt people by word or act, or we don't even know sometimes that we have hurt people. So if we have done that, we repent for it, and we are feeling bad and sorry that we have caused harm to others. Gratitude is for the lessons that we have learned as well as for all that we have been blessed with. So these four phrases are very powerful. When we say I'm sorry, we are repenting. We are expressing regret, acknowledging responsibility for whatever disturbed the harmony. Forgive me. Again, we are reaching out to a higher power in ourselves and in others. Gratitude to rectify as well as to heal anything which has happened. And expressing love and compassion to oneself and to everybody else around us. So it helps us to release emotional baggage, it helps us to improve relationships, and it reduces stress. It makes us reflect, because in Hopoponomo, ideal way of doing it is focus on the problem or the person who has hurt you, with which you're just seething with resentment. And you reflect about the situation and go through the process. So it will help you in conflict resolution. You're not able to talk to your mother-in-law at all. You and she have been at loggerheads from the day you got married 25 years ago. To this day, you cannot have a pleasant conversation. Do Hopoponomo. Include her into your meditation. You'll find that magically things will change. It can heal you emotionally from various things, and it will enhance your spiritual growth. Now, like our Guru Sishya Parambara, it was given down, handed down through the oral tradition. But it got modernized. The man who really modernized it is a person called Dr. Hugh Lynn. Actually, he was born in 1939, but he died only last year. I mean, year before last. The original healer from whom he learnt it was this Morna Nalamaku Simeona. She's the one who taught him the Hopoponomo prayer and the way it should be done. But how did Dr. Hewlin make it modern, and how did he revolutionize its knowledge to the world? He was working in a hospital. He was not working there. This Hawaii State Hospital was a hospital for the criminally insane. It was a very difficult hospital to work in because the inmates were violent, aggressive. There was a lot of, they used to beat up the staff. They used to try to escape. It was a very difficult hospital for any medical or paramedical staff to work in. He was posted to this Hawaii State Hospital. And in the 1980s, he was a psychologist, and he was posted here as a psychologist to work with the criminally insane. But what he did was, he accepted this job, but he took a different, unorthodox approach. Everyone in the hospital was very, very surprised because he did not do rounds every day. He did not engage with patients. He did not go to the patient's cell, the ward, and sit down and talk to them. He did not get them to his room for counseling sessions. He didn't do any such thing. And he never conducted any kind of therapy, no group therapy, individual therapy, nothing. But what he used to do is, from the morning, from the time he came till the time he left, he would take each patient's case sheet, keep it in front of him in his room, sit down, meditate, reflect, and he will focus on his own internal processes and say, I am responsible for this person being like this. And he would, on behalf of that person, say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. And he went on and on and on doing this continuously for every patient in that place. He would review the patients, he'll practice Hopoponomo on himself. And the reason why he did it was, he said, the collective consciousness of the patients would rise. So he used this so that he could positively impact those around him. And over time, interestingly enough, the entire hospital atmosphere changed. Patients started getting better, the violence came down, and some patients were also fit for discharge. And he attributed all of this to his personal practice of Hopoponomo and not to any traditional known methods that he had used. He said the transformation he brought within himself spread, caused a transformation in the people, caused a transformation in the environment around him. Then, because of this success, what happened eventually in about 2 years, that hospital itself was shut down. There was no need for such a hospital because he had spread this message of Hopoponomo. Everyone in Hawaii started using it, and it was working, doing miracles. He started teaching it, he started sharing his experiences, and he started doing global workshops. He spread the awareness of all his success in the Hawaii State Hospital. And he pointed out that self responsibility and inner cleansing is more important than directly going and intervening and trying to change somebody else. And the intention of Hopoponomo is to heal at multiple levels: emotional, mental, spiritual, and even physical. What it does is it is addressing any unresolved conflicts or issues that you may have. And when we seek forgiveness, we take responsibility that we have contributed to whatever bad thing is happening in our own lives. It also causes reconciliation and creates harmonious relationships. So, if you want to improve your relationship with people around you, Hopoponomo is such a simple, easy way to do it. So, when you forgive others and you seek forgiveness from others, will your relationship improve or not? It certainly will. And through that, will you grow or not? Of course, you will. Will your trauma and past wounds and emotional injuries heal? Will your stress heal? Will your inner turmoil heal? Because I know, see, we feel guilty. When we're carrying resentment, we always feel guilty. Will you grow spiritually? Certainly. So that is what Hopoponomo does. So the principles of Hopoponomo, repentance, is an explanation of acknowledging responsibility and seeking forgiveness. It is not about your feelings. It is not about facing consequences later in life. What you need to practice Hopoponomo is decide that you're going to accept whatever bad is happening in your life, you are responsible for it. And also accept that you can change. So have a firm decision, have a conviction, and have a responsibility that you, as a piece of the divine, should manifest a high vibrational energy and not low vibrational energy. It's as simple as that. So when we practice these 4 steps, aloha, which is the last meaning of love in Hawaiian, is step 4. So you start radiating love, you start radiating compassion. Actually, if you look at it, it is about befriending yourself. See, a lot of us are very kind to others. We are very helpful to others, but we are quite indifferent to our own suffering. So learn to get on your own side, be loyal to yourself, be there for yourself, because be like a pilot light. Without the pilot light, you can't give gas to other people. You don't know that the gas is there. So who is the person you owe most to? You. Who is the person you have most power over? You. So it's morally right to get on your own side and stop being unfair to yourself. If all beings require tenderness and care, you too are among them. So learn to have compassion for your own suffering. Learn to be soft in the front. You can be tough at the back. That's okay. Know that you're basically a good person. You are enough. You don't need fixing. What you need is cleansing and love. And that is the foundation for you to develop relationships with others. And as I've said often, man, we are meant to be with others. We are not meant to live an alone and isolated life. So if we have to get along with others, our EQ has to be high. We need to be able to be okay ourselves. So the mantra should be said as if you're talking to yourself, reflecting on the thing you want to let go of or resolve with the meditation. Before going into the mantra, ask yourself these questions. I would suggest that any of you who are serious about taking up Hopoponomo, please write down these questions. I'm going to keep this slide for some time. So, how am I feeling emotionally? So and so hurt me. Every time I see that person or hear their name, I get into a rage. So, how am I feeling emotionally about that incident or about that person? I feel rage. What am I thinking or worrying about? Why did they do this to me? What did I do to deserve this? I'm a good person. So, maybe all those emotions. When I'm thinking all these thoughts, how is my body feeling? Because your emotions and your body are connected. Those who attended my last week's 5-day WhatsApp class, we know how and why. Is there anything else I'm noticing about myself? Yes, I feel heavy in the chest. I feel a pain in my tummy. I feel a tension in my head when I'm this thing. But I'm also noticing a kind of jitteriness when I feel this rage. What is it I want to feel or think at the end of this meditation? So the whole theme here is, like Jesus said in Luke 6, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you. So when we breathe in, we say, I'm sorry. Then we say, forgive me. We breathe out. Then again, we breathe in, say thank you or I love you, whichever way order you say it, it's okay. Say those two and then breathe out. So I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. Love you. So when you're doing this, you're cleaning and clearing all your inner garbage. And when you do it in this method of acknowledging how you're feeling, what you're feeling, and everything, you're absolutely involved in this meditation. So I already said that you will be resolving inner conflicts and you'll be growing spiritually. Your blockages will release, you will become more harmonious. The whole thing is based on the law of vibration and how your individual vibration affects the collective vibration. And because of the collective vibration, the universal vibration. When your vibrational energy contributes to the collective energy field, there is a resonance, there's a synchronization, there's an influence on the surroundings. The world we are experiencing today is the result of our collective consciousness. If we want a new world, we want a world without wars. See, COVID has actually raised the spirituality of the entire world. People are a little bit more responsible, little more conscious, little more loving, little more compassionate. Maybe COVID was sent by God to the entire planet, mind you. It was not to any particular group of people, so that we all understand that we are going on a very destructive path. We need to stop. We need to change ourselves. We need to improve what we are doing, improve ourselves, so that we are able to give a higher vibrational energy. And why am I doing this today? I told you it's because it's a new year gift. We have an opportunity. Another year is another chance for us to shine, to be our better selves, our best selves. So be your best with Dr. Prithika Chary is about being your best version and transforming yourself every single day in some little way or other. So when we raise the collective consciousness, we are actually doing an act of generosity, an act of kindness, an act of love, an act of compassion, because we want everyone to be happy. It's not enough if just we are selfish and we are happy. The idea is to help everybody to be happy. Many people, when we say, be charitable, be generous, be kind, they say, I don't have so much money to give. You don't have to give money. All you have to do is raise your individual vibrational energy. You will be actually contributing to the people around you. That will be your gift to other people. And this is a season for gifting. And by raising your vibrational energy, and if I can teach you to do that, that is my gift to you. And it will be your gift to every single person in your circle of influence. So that is why we are doing it today. And this has a very strong scientific basis as well. There is a phenomenon called quantum entanglement, where if one object vibrates, it will make the other object vibrate. And also, it's an awareness of our interconnectedness that in essence, we are all one. Now, when we talk about unity consciousness, your thought, your emotion, and your action have all to be in alignment. So, even if your thought and emotion are in alignment and your action is not, or only your thoughts are being, very thinking universal consciousness, but your emotion and your action is not, or only your emotion is there, but your thoughts and actions don't. All of these disrupt the universal consciousness. So for action, it's the external thing that you see. You need your courage, you need your willpower, you need guts. Emotion is not seen, it's unseen, it's internal. It's how you feel about things. And of course, your thoughts are also internal, not seen. It's the way you rationalize, the way you analyze, the way you dip into your subconscious response, reacts, etc. Now, all of these, when your actions that you take, now by doing Hopoponomo, you're taking an action. It will actually give you a feedback and transform your thoughts and emotions as well. So that is the goal. Because your emotion is disturbed, you're taking an action. And that action there's a feedback loop. It will come back, raise your thoughts, raise your emotions, and raise the next action that you take. Because there's a ripple effect. And due to this positive feedback loop. So when we focus our intention on doing something specific, when we are general, we don't get much change happening. You can change your life by a focused intention. So in conclusion, your awareness of the collective consciousness, your intentional efforts to raise your vibrational energy, all of this creates a very symbiotic relationship. So by elevating your energy, you are contributing positively to the collective. And you're amplifying positive energies in others. And it fosters a wonderful world for us. Isn't that what you want for your children? Isn't that what the legacy you want to leave for the future? So start teaching your children also how to have this resilience, how to have this positivity. I'm doing next, in the course of next month, I'm doing talks for parent-teacher associations, how to raise the resilience and interconnected feeling for children. So every one of us can be partner in doing this, and we are doing it for ourselves. Now, I'm going to take you all through the Tears of Journey Hopoponomo experience. Now, what I need you to understand here is okay. Now, here again, I think it's beneficial if you keep your videos on, and you can keep your eyes open or closed, but you'll probably benefit better if you keep your eyes closed. See, what we are going to do now is we are going to see, many of us are carrying an ancestral baggage. Many of us have had all kinds of relationships with our parents. We have had good relationships, bad relationships. We have sometimes blamed our parents for various things. We have, there are so many things that our interrelationship with our parents may or may not have been ideal. But all that programming that took place before you were 7 years old. So what we want to do is we want to first cleanse that. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to do a Hopoponomo for our mothers. Now, when we do this, we want you to Visualize the face, the smile, the eyes of your mother. Imagine that she's in front of you and that you're talking to her. Whether she's living or not more with us anymore, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. After that, we're going to do it for our fathers, where we will repeat the process, where we visualize the face, the smile, and the eyes of our fathers. Okay? And when you're talking to your mother or father, if you used to call them mummy or ma or amma or whatever, you address them by that. And you're going to do this not loudly. You're going to do it internally. Okay? So I will say the sentences that you have to say. Internally, just repeat it. Now I want all of you, whether you are a skeptic or a believer or non-believer, it's irrelevant. Just go with the process. Just do exactly what I say in exactly the way I tell you. Okay? Ideally, if you're sick or something, you can be lying down. But ideally, sitting up is a good posture for meditation because your spine is straight and all the chakras are, in alignment. And your feet are on the ground. So you're grounded to the as well. And we always believe that when we are doing these kind of things, that divine energy flows to us from the top. So the sitting posture, that's why enables all of this. Now we will do 4 rounds of each practice. Okay? Everyone ready? Raise your hands if you're ready. Right. Okay. Visualize the face, smile, and eyes of your mom. Mommy, I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for judging you. I'm sorry for not giving you enough time in my life. Please forgive me for not understanding you, for not loving you, for not respecting you enough. Thank you, Mom, for your unconditional love, even when I hated myself. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me. Even though I did not tell you many times, I love you, Mom. Round 2. Mummy, I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for judging you. I'm sorry for not giving you enough time in my life. Please forgive me for not understanding you, for not loving you, for not respecting you enough. Thank you, Mom, for your unconditional love, even when I hated myself. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me. Even though I did not tell you many times, I love you, Mom. I really love you. Round 3. Mommy, I'm sorry for hurting you, for judging you, for not giving you enough time in my life. Please forgive me for not understanding you, for not loving you, for not respecting you enough. Thank you, Mom, for your unconditional love, even when I hated myself. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me. Even though I did not tell you many times, I love you, Mom. Round 4. I'm sorry for hurting you, Mom, for judging you, for not giving you enough time in my life. Please forgive me for not understanding you, for not loving you, for not respecting you enough. Thank you, Mom, for your unconditional love, even when I hated myself. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me. Even though I did not tell you many times, I love you, Mom. I really, really love you, Mom. Now visualize the face, smile, and eyes of your father. Daddy, I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for judging you. I'm sorry for not giving you enough time in my life. Please forgive me for not understanding you, for not loving you, for not respecting you enough. Thank you, Mom, for your unconditional love, even when I hated myself. I thank you all for the sacrifices you made for me. Even though I did not tell you many times, I love you, Dad. Dad, I'm sorry for hurting you, for judging you, for not giving you enough time in my life. Please forgive me for not understanding you, for not loving you, for not respecting you enough. Thank you, Dad, for your unconditional love, even when I hated myself. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me. Even though I did not tell you many times, I love you, Daddy. I really love you. I'm sorry for hurting you, Daddy, for judging you, for not giving you enough time in my life. Please forgive me for not understanding you, for not loving you, for not respecting you enough. Thank you, Daddy, for your unconditional love, even when I hated myself. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me. Even though I did not tell you many times, I love you, Dad. Round 4. I'm sorry for hurting you, Daddy, for judging you, for not giving you enough time in my life. Please forgive me for not understanding you, for not loving you, for not respecting you enough. Thank you, Daddy, for your unconditional love, even when I hated myself. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me. Even though I did not tell you many times, I love you, Dad. I really, really love you. Don't open your eyes, don't disturb your state. We are now going to heal. Visualize in your mind somebody who hurt you very badly and which you're carrying as baggage in your life. We are going to go through a healing process for that. When you say, dear so and so, you have to mention the name of the person in your mind. So say, dear so and so, name of the person. Say the name of the person alone loudly, and then internalize and just be with your emotion, be with your feelings. So let us start. Dear Chandrika, I'm really sorry, Chandrika, for blaming everything on you alone. I now understand. Even though I am responsible for this situation, I have been blaming you. Please forgive me for not taking responsibility for my part in holding on to so much negativity. Dear Chandrika, I'm sorry, Chandrika, for blaming everything on you alone. I now understand, even though I am responsible for this situation. Please forgive me for not taking responsibility for my part in holding on to so much negativity. Dear Chandrika, I'm sorry, Chandrika, for blaming everything on you alone. I now understand. Even though I am responsible for this situation, please forgive me for not taking responsibility for my part in holding on to so much negativity. Dear Chandrika, I'm sorry, Chandrika, for blaming everything on you alone. I now understand. Even though I am responsible for this situation, please forgive me for not taking responsibility for my part in holding on to so much negativity. Don't break the state, stay in the same state. Now you're going into self healing. When we get into self healing, you will mention your name and you will repeat what I tell you. I'm sorry, Prithika. I'm the one who underestimated you the most. Please forgive me, Prithika, for disconnecting with you. Please forgive me for leaving you alone, for not believing in you. Thank you, dear soul, for this beautiful life. Thank you for this connection with the universe. It does not matter who does not love you from now on. I love you. And give yourself a warm hug as you say it. I love you. I really, really love you. I'm sorry for leaving you alone. I thank you for the reconnection. I promise I will never leave you alone ever again. You were waiting for my love, were you not? I thank you, Prithika, for being there for me. I love you, Prithika. and I will cherish you exactly as you are. Round two. I'm sorry, Prithika. I am the one who underestimated you the most. Please forgive me for disconnecting with you. Please forgive me for leaving you alone, for not believing in you. Thank you, dear soul, for this beautiful life. Thank you for this connection with the universe. It does not matter who does not love you from now on. I love you. And as you say this, give yourself a warm hug. I really, really love you. I'm sorry for leaving you alone. I thank you for the reconnection. I promise I will never leave you alone ever again. You were waiting for my love, were you not? I thank you, Prithika, for being there for me. I love you, Prithika, and I cherish you exactly as you are. I'm sorry, Prithika. I'm the one who underestimated you the most. Please forgive me for disconnecting with you. Please forgive me for leaving you alone, for not believing in you. Thank you, dear soul, for this beautiful life. Thank you for this connection with the universe. It does not matter who does not love you anymore from now on. I love you. I really, really love you. I'm sorry for leaving you alone. I thank you for the reconnection. I promise I will never leave you alone ever again. You were waiting for my love, were you not? I thank you, Prithika, for being there for me. I love you, Prithika, and I cherish you exactly as you are. Last round. I'm sorry, Prithika. I'm the one who underestimated you the most. Please forgive me for disconnecting with you. Please forgive me for leaving you alone, for not believing in you. Thank you, dear soul, for this beautiful life. Thank you for this connection with the universe. It does not matter who does not love you from now on. I love you. I really, really love you. I'm sorry for leaving you alone. I thank you for the reconnection. I promise I will never leave you alone again. You were waiting for my love, were you not? I thank you, Prithika, for being there for me. I love you, Prithika, and cherish you exactly as you are. Now stay absolutely silent and still. Feel the love for yourself. Tell yourself one more time, I promise I will never leave you alone anymore. Be with yourself for some time and say, you've been waiting for your own love, haven't you? Just be still and silent for a few seconds. Feel this overflowing love for yourself within you. And feel this clean energy encompassing you internally, externally, everywhere. Now, slowly move your hands, rub your hands together, slowly open your eyes, and apply that warm energy to your entire face. Okay. Now it's time for us to get your reactions. So, in one word, just one word, I want you all to either put in the chat box or tell me how you're feeling after this experience. Yes, in Hridaya says, I'm excited. Desam Sudhakar says, wonderful experience. Maunika says, so light, I'm floating. Hridaya also says, light. Anybody else wants to say anything?
My tears were flowing, doctor.
Yeah,
My
this was meant
tears.
to be, it is called a tears of joy experience. The idea is many people cry after this for simple reason that our relationship with our parents, our relationship with people who have hurt us, all of that is actually there tossing around inside us. And when you release it, you just start shedding tears of joy. This is called a tears of joy experience. So I'm glad that I was able to have a practical tears of joy from you, Jayshree. Tell me just one word. I want everybody to use only one word, because then only it gives the power of what you're feeling.
You are love, ma'am. Actually, that's why you can share it, like this. You are
So
so
feeling good, release
Yeah.
of burden, calm,
Feeling
anything
blessed,
else?
doctor. Feeling blessed.
Blessed,
I'm
amazing,
feeling
wonderful.
blessed.
Okay, fine. So now, how many of you want to feel like this every single day? So we have a lot of opportunities. Now, this was like an introduction to this whole concept. There is a lot of cleansing and clearing we can do. And one of the ways we practice Hopoponomo, I practiced it during my cancer treatment, but not to this. I have educated myself further on methodology and things like that. But one of the easy ways, which I have shared actually in the WhatsApp group for the neurohack people, as well as in our 10x transformation WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group called 10x transformation. So those of you who are not on that group can please join that group, because we keep putting information about our programs, our future, the thing, we keep giving little bonus content, we keep doing all kinds of things in that group. So I will put that link in the chat box. And those who are not already on it, I suggest that you join it, because you will get all our updates. Okay? So it's there in the... Okay. Did you get it? Is it there in the chat? Yes. No, not there. Right. It says waiting room participants is not in this meeting. Are there somebody in the waiting room? No. Okay, to everyone. Oh, I was sending it to the wrong. Okay. Got it? It's in the chat. So all you have to do is you can copy that and join that WhatsApp group. We will be giving you regular updates. We will have practice sessions. And ideally, you can say Hopoponomo. Yes, like 108, as you know, is a very sacred number in Hinduism. So you can say Hopoponomo 108 times in the morning, 108 times in the night. And what we do is we do this parent cleansing session once a day. And there are methods that you can use in the course of the day where you can do a shortened version. So we will be sharing all that with you in our various programs. Okay.
Thank you very much, madam.
Wait. Over yet.
Thank you,
The
doctor.
program is not over yet. There's a little bit more for you to know. Yeah. So if you want to experience this magic every day, you can join our 10x Transformation WhatsApp group. You can also go and visit my website. There are a lot of mini video inspirations. There are free ebooks. All that is there. You can access it. Oh dear.
Lot of things I'm doing at home.
Okay. Yeah. So some of you may not be aware that there are a lot of inspirational mini videos for free viewing, 3 to 5 minute videos in the website. There are also 3 or 4 ebooks, free ebooks, which you can download and read, which is all on the same resilience concept, the power of choice, etc. So I just wanted to give you that information. Now, if any of you are interested, we have a special discounted price for our one-to-one personal coaching. We've had very successful 4, 5, 6 clients in the past 1.5 years, and they've undergone tremendous transformation. They've changed their lives completely, and I'm continuously getting feedback from them. In fact, one of them was a dentist doctor who couldn't take even little stress. And in this recent rain, his entire clinic was submerged. But because of the resilience coaching that he had with us for 12 weeks last year, he was able to handle it calmly, confidently, and sensibly. And what he started doing was, in the time that it was taking to repair and recover his clinic, he had the wisdom to go and talk to a colleague and say, "Can I have for rental, can I have a slot in your," because dentists need the chair and the equipment and all. His entire chair was sunk in the water. So he had the good sense to go and talk to a colleague, and he took some borrowed hours from 3 different colleagues. What a simple, wonderful solution to the problem, where he continues to keep earning so that he can continue to pay for the damages that he has suffered. 1 year ago, he would not have been able to do that. And he rang me up and told me, "Ma'am, if it was not for this coaching which I've been and the way you have transformed me and changed me, I would not have been able to handle this. I would have just gone I would have given up. I would have said, I cannot be a dentist anymore." That is the level to which I would have sunk. So here what we do is we do 12 weeks of live coaching. We dedicate 90 minutes exclusively to you as an individual. Throughout the week, we give you WhatsApp support to clear doubts and difficulties. The timing will be pre-scheduled to suit you and me. Our usual price is 90,000. For the next 1 week, if you or your friends or anybody you feel might benefit from this, you have all known the kind of work I do, you know the kind of way I think, and I try my best at all times to give more value than what I'm charging for. And right now we are giving a gift from the 1st of January to the 7th of January. If anyone wants one-to-one coaching, it's only going to be 50,000. So that's a huge discount, 40,000 rupees discount. And the value you get is your entire life changes. So if you or any of your friends are interested, please put a message in the next transformation WhatsApp, interested in one-to-one personal coaching, and we will get back to you. Also, we have these 3 courses coming up in January. We did them in the first 3 months of January 2023. We repeat this once a year. This year, we are doing it all closed in a package of 3 months, because some people wanted to attend more than one program. And when we did them in series, some of them were overlapping. And so we devised this new method in which it will be quite intensive for 3 months for me for work. But if anybody opts to attend all 3, they have that advantage. It will be for 10 weeks. It is 60 minutes every Monday for the course, Rebooting Your Brain for Resilience. It will be at 6 o'clock in the evening on Mondays. The cost is 15,000. The start date is Monday, 22nd of January. The second course is Boost Your Brain Power. Again, the same 10 weeks, 60 minutes, 6 p.m. Start date is Wednesday, the 24th of January. And the price is the same. Manifesting Mindset Magic is the same way, but on Fridays. So the start date for Friday is 26th of January, Republic Day. Now, what do you get in these courses? It's a group coaching course. You will get mini videos every week and lifetime access to that. Recording of each session, lifetime access to that. You'll get a workbook. We didn't give a workbook to the earlier batch, but we have sort of increased what we can give to you. You will get daily WhatsApp video tips on topic of the week, where you'll be given a little action to do for that day. It'll just be a 60-second video. You will get free membership to the Creative Karma Virtual Club, a value of INR 10,000, up to December 31st, 2024. In between, now a new process which we have started are WhatsApp classes, which we do every month. We did one for 5 days, but then we found that after 3 days, people attending, even though they had paid and signed up, they could not attend. So we have reduced it to 2 days, 4 hours. So it will be on a Saturday, Saturday evening and Sunday morning. I'll tell you more about it. And we had priced our 5-day WhatsApp class at $499. whereas the 2-day WhatsApp class will be only 99. So if you are in this group coaching, if you're a member in this group, you will get randomly every WhatsApp class. We will just give away 5 tickets free. And the range of these low ticket classes will be 99 to 499. Up to June 2024, these free invites will be there. So you are entitled to participate in getting a free invite. Also, when you now supposing you signed up for Rebooting the Brain for Resilience, when you sign up for any other course in that series, you will get a 20% discount on the additional program that you sign up for. How many of you think this is a very generous offer? Tell me. Our next WhatsApp class is called Raise Your AQ and Become Stress Fit in Just 4 hours. It's on Saturday evening, 20th of January, 6 to 8, and Sunday, 21st, 10 to 12. So you join our WhatsApp group. We'll put the registration for this on that, and the cost will be 99 rupees. So I'm sorry if I disappointed any of you who attended today. Please forgive me if in anything that I did, knowingly or unknowingly, was offensive to any of you. I thank you for being part of my journey, and I love all of you and wish you all the best for the forthcoming year. And now I'm open for questions. And by being here today, I want to thank you specially for making my event even more special and memorable. And this wishes and this thanks is from all of those who joined various courses in the course of the year and who supported us in so many ways. From Creative Karma, which believes that you can create your karma, it's not pre-written. You can create your own destiny. And I call it the phoenix phenomenon. You can rise from the ashes like a phoenix. And our other initiative called Be Your Best with Dr. Prithika Chary, where we do programs to rewire brains, improve mindsets, increase better health outcomes, to help you to live a balanced, happy life, and to increase your stress fitness. So thank you all once again, and let's discuss. Yes. Anybody can unmute and say whatever they want. I'd like some feedback, please.
Yeah, it was.
It was a wonderful session, and it was really more than what I expected today. And it really helps. I mean, this method, Hopoponomo. I mean, it really gave me a very good feeling today. Particularly the way we could talk to our parents. That was wonderful. We never did it before. I mean, I used to always think about this, about my father and mother who are no more. But then it gives a very good feeling that, yes, at least, we could express our emotions about our parents. And you really feel light, after this. That was very wonderful experience. And thank you so much.
My New Year gift.
Thank you.
Right. Pushpa, you want to say something? I can only see some stuff on a table. Pushpa, yeah. Unmute yourself, madam. Yes.
Yes, yeah. It was a wonderful session for me. I know about Hopoponomo, but I didn't expected it to be this way. For ourselves, it was very wonderful. For accepting ourselves and connecting with ourselves is very good, very nice.
Radhika?
Ma'am, it felt very peaceful and very light. It was a wonderful session.
Who's that with you?
I'm
Neeraj, he's my husband.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think?
Yes, ma'am. And means just feedback from my end. So as a man of the society, obviously we try to keep our emotions to ourselves and we never let it out loud. So doing these sort of exercises, it obviously opens up a lot of emotional sensitivities and the pose that normally we try to keep it within ourselves. So it was like a very, like I mentioned in the feedback as well, release of burden kind of situation. So opens
What
a
do
lot.
you do?
I'm actually into sales. So yes,
So knowingly or unknowingly, we'll be hurting people
yes, yes, yes.
in sales.
Part and parcel of my job.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Iridaya, thank you for attending, Iridaya.
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Actually, I need to thank you only, ma'am, because like I always actually see into your active this one. There are many programs you do, but like always, I will be tied up with in the evenings. So now,
We were together in a learning program with the
yes,
Indian
ma'am.
Leadership Academy.
Yes, ma'am. So
Fellow
like,
students.
yes.
Go on.
So yeah, actually, I'm very happy, ma'am, and see, like this is reconnecting with the parents, and that was actually something like actually I never tears never came in, but like really that was actually like I don't know how to actually explain it. It was actually that is very much required for me, and the entire the four levels of things actually have made me more light. Like we do in our like as we you were telling in the Jainism and thing, we do this reconciliation thing in our religious belief also. So this was a deeper journey. So thank you,
And
ma'am.
this
Thank
is
you.
across all religions.
Yes, ma'am. It's
There is no
it was
religious bias to this at all.
no, ma'am.
It's
I'm not
just
saying about
no,
religious
no, I'm
bias.
just telling you in general. See, every Christianity also has got repentance, forgiveness, all that is there. Every religion advocates it.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not trying
but
to tie it
then
with the religion, ma'am.
no,
I'm
I'm saying
yes.
every religion also advocates it.
Mm.
But even if we are religious people, we don't do it. That's what I'm trying to get
Yes.
at.
Yeah, yes, yes, ma'am.
See,
You're right.
we unless we have somebody twists our arm and makes us do it, we don't do it.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
See, in Catholics, they have this compulsory thing of confession.
Yes, ma'am.
So, why should somebody force you to do? Do it with yourself, cleanse yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Thank you.
Great experience, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Right. Yeah, Jayshree.
Ma'am, it was very nice listening to
By the way,
you.
let me introduce Jayshree first. She is an NLP master practitioner, highly talented. She uses this thing, the scriptures, the Hindu scriptures. From that, she does a lot of teaching. She's an amazing person. So I'm very glad that she attended my session. And I appreciate special feedback from you. Thank you.
Ma'am, actually, I couldn't attend your classes for quite some time, you know. So when I attend now, I can see that lot of more positivity and more vibrations and more clarity, and the way you take the classes also, you know, like a teacher takes, very complex topics into very simple manner. It's more reachable now, so I felt very relaxed. I didn't want to include that in one word in chat. That's why I was waiting for the opportunity to tell this. And I learned a lot from you and your inspiration. Actually, you only told me to do research on Bhagavad Gita and NLP. So I couldn't complete that admission process in Cochin University because they were not taking Bhagavad Gita also. And I got Guruvayur main priest, Dr. Shivagaran Nampudiri. He's an Ayurveda doctor. He's a post graduation in yoga and psychology, and he's a Vedic scholar in Samaveda. He has a 45 collections of commentaries of Bhagavad Gita. So he is my guide now. Recently we started.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful.
I wanted to tell you that, on this eve of New Year, so with your blessings, I have come this far. Even though I couldn't attend your classes, you're always in my heart, in my
Thank
mind.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
I learned a
See,
lot from you.
the reason why you see so much changes, I have been investing. I have invested over 18 lakhs in the past 1 year in getting mentors, not 18 lakhs, more than that, 50 lakhs.
Yeah.
In getting international mentors, doing courses, improving my communication skills, my training skills, my video making, my how to introduce my courses to people, how to do my courses. I've just been, I'm still under the international mentorship of a couple, Kane and
Yeah.
Alicia, till I think August 2024. I'm under the mentorship of a person from Coimbatore on marketing and sales, which I had no knowledge about. So I have to do that, because what is the use of my having so much information and having so much knowledge and wanting to share it and not having audience?
Yeah.
See, this WhatsApp group concept is what this Coimbatore gentleman taught me. So
Yeah.
whoever listens to any free webinar, anything, any interaction with me, you just invite them to join the WhatsApp group. So when they join the WhatsApp group, it means they liked what you told them.
Yeah.
They are there voluntarily. I have not forced you to come there, or I'm not forcing anything down your throat. You are expressing interest to know more.
Yeah.
And if this is not for you, I don't want to work with people who are joining just out of curiosity or this thing. I want people who want to give it their 100%,
Yeah.
because I want to see the transformation, because I'm confident I can create the transformation.
Yes.
Like I have shown you in just 1 hour,
Yes.
that
Yeah. About this,
everybody
about
has
this
undergone
also.
a little bit of transformation.
Yes, for that also I want to add that my parents are in India, and I'll be joining them soon after 1 month. So when I was remembering them, every word that you were saying is correct, because we know that somewhere we would have hurt them as children. My children have hurt me, and I have hurt my parents and our elders. Human beings are always knowingly or unknowingly exchanging this pain in some form. So when we get that into our awareness, we are healing them and ourselves also. Very
Exactly.
powerful. Very powerful. And the way you are saying it, you are saying everything from your heart, ma'am. I am very sure
Yes.
about it. You walk the talk, actually. That is why I have huge respect for you. And there are not very many people who really walk the talk, actually. So whatever you are saying is, 100% truthful, and that is penetrating into our souls, actually. Very nice to meet you
Thank
after
you.
a
Thank
long
you.
time.
Thank
It
you.
is going to be 1 o'clock in the midnight here. I
I
thought
know.
I would,
I'm really very honored that you have considered it worthy to do this.
that's
Thank you.
my pleasure.
Thank you. Right.
Yeah.
Sudhakar, thank you,
It
Jason.
was a
Yeah,
wonderful
thank you.
session, madam. It helped me to remove all the grudges with the persons who have done lots of damage to me.
You have to do it for each person separately.
Yeah, madam.
Don't do one mass thing.
Yeah.
Over time, when you work with yourself, you have to do it for each individual, each experience, each incident, separate.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say, sir?
I think even during our lifetime, we scold a lot the family members. We say a lot. It helps us to improve as a person also. And be kind to the family members also.
No, see, basically, we're all good.
Yeah.
We don't want to hurt anybody. We don't want to.
Yeah.
But at that moment,
Situation.
whatever, you didn't do it the way I wanted it. Why did you? And are very commonly, the victims are our parents.
Yeah.
And not only in young age, in old age also.
Yeah. True, man.
See, very often we disrespect our parents. We take them for granted.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing a lot of this with children who have gone away abroad and whose parents are languishing here without love, without care, only money.
Yeah.
An old man will bring an old lady to hospital to see us with their problem.
That's really pathetic.
But money will be sent to have a live-in maid who you have to be very careful and filter and employ, who might hit you on the head and rob your house and go. So these people are anxious. You see, this is, we have forgotten. Why are you, how did you go and succeed there in the US or wherever you are? Because of the foundation these people gave you.
Because of the sacrifices.
No, sometimes I have to, I cannot, in fact, I get upset with these fellows. They'll come for 2 weeks or something once a year, bring the parent. I'd like to know everything about my dad, where for 1 year the fellow has not known anything about his dad. He wants to show in that 2 weeks how much he cares. Price is no problem. This is the way they talk. Tell me anything. Shall we have an fMRI? Shall we have this? Shall we do that? So I often just tell them, yeah, price is no problem. Time is the problem. So why don't you spend more time? I keep telling them to come and stay with me in the US. They refuse because there is like a bloody jail. You can't go out anywhere unless your children are free to take you. Children are too busy. Here, you open your door and you go to the temple and come back. Or you open your door and you talk to your neighbor. Impossible there. And you are at risk because you're a vulnerable person. You're wearing a sari and walking on the road. Somebody will hit you on the head. So naturally, the parents are refusing to go and stay there. Their freedom is gone. Others, of course, go on higher duty to look after the children when the others go to work. And when you go there, oh, come, I've got a 6,000 square foot home. When I'm 75, I don't want to walk in 6,000 square feet. I'm quite happy walking in 500 square feet. So if any practice like this at least can make them emotionally responsible, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Think about it from that point of
view. Definitely.
Yes, Vijay.
Doctor, I am in a state of something which in my life I've never experienced, doctor. I was always thinking that parents have to give only to us. I never even thanks once to my parents when they were alive.
See, tears of joy. That realization, tears of joy.
Today I'm feeling so bad about it.
Many of us take everybody for granted.
We really take them for granted. I have taken them.
Let it out, Vijay. It's good. It's good. Let it out.
I never realized this. Today you made me understand this. This is what I was doing all my life. That my parents only have to give me. I never thought I can also give them something. Today my prayers was really genuine, doctor. I was really genuinely talking to them today and feeling that they were really listening to me.
Now, also, sometimes when you get worked up, when your children are not okay with you, do you understand where that emotion is all coming from? Does it help you to understand that?
Doctor, another thing I want to tell you, that japa, I used to do Om Bhurbo Asvata Sarvitar, that of 180 times every day. I used to do 5 malas. I used to do. The day you told me this, I started doing this. I'm sorry, pardon me, and thank you, and I love you. This mala I started japoing, and you will not believe the person who was against me called me yesterday.
Wow, lovely, lovely.
It helped me so much, doctor. It helped me so much.
See, you know, the beauty of this is we always are looking for complicated things to change our lives.
Yeah.
This is so remarkably simple.
I'm feeling
And-
so happy. I'm
And
feeling
it's
I
so
have
magical. It's magical.
magical, really, doctor.
And it's not difficult to do. You
Yeah.
can do it when you're walking, when you're when you're, you know, whatever. You can just keep feeling it.
Like I think that the key you have given me in my hand, that I can win over this world now.
Good, good, good. That you've given me the best gift for the year. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, doctor.
Uh,
May
Pushpa,
God
you
bless
want
you.
to, yes. Pushpa, you want to open your video and talk, madam? Meera, you talk because I think you raised your hand. Meera? Come, we'll finish off quickly. Meera, you're there? Okay, who wants to talk? Pushpa, iPhone or OnePlus AC 2001? Are you all there? Because if I don't get a response from you in another few minutes, few seconds, Meera is in the waiting room. Why is she in the waiting room?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Pushpa, come on.
Yes, ma'am. I want to say that forgiving ourselves is like doing inner child healing.
Yes, correct. We all forget we've got this lovely little innocent child inside us.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
Thank you. Meera, you want to talk, madam? She's another of my regular previous students. Jayashree would have met her there. She is herself a counselor. Meera? Are you there, Meera?
No, she says my video is not working. She has chat.
Doesn't matter. You talk. You talk. Your audio is working. Mic also is not working. Yeah? You've written in one message, my mic is not working, another one video, and you got two connections here. Okay, while you're checking that out, who is OnePlus? Do you want to come on or not? OnePlus, are you there? Okay, iPhone? Because I don't want to feel as if I left anybody out. We'll ask Meera if she's sorted her. In the chat, I'm asking her. Or she can put her, there you are, lovely. Hi, Meera, go on. Unmute. Your audio is not working, huh? It shows unmuted. Can't hear you.
Madam,
Lovely. Come on.
madam, a real big thanks from me. It is.
Tell them who you are, what you do.
Yeah. I'm a psychologist, counseling psychologist. But before that, ardent fan of Madam. And I love to stay connected with her. And she, as the other madam had said, every word that you speak is genuine to the 100%. It comes from the deep depths of your heart, and it will surely gain an entry into any person who is listening, madam. It is something magical. I think you have got some special blessings from your parents.
No, I love people. And, I feel that I have been blessed by God with many things.
Yes.
Which are not meant to be kept with me.
Yes, madam.
That it is meant to be shared.
Yes,
and so I seek every opportunity. It's not that I'm showing off or anything like that. I just seek every opportunity to give whatever I have to others.
That is
and
what
I've been doing that. I've been doing that in my medical practice ever since I became a doctor in 1971. And that is why I have a very faithful patient clientele also. I have patients who will say, suddenly they came last week, one person came, 20 years ago you saw me. 8 years ago you treated my wife. 5 years ago you treated my uncle.
Oh,
Today my niece is not well, so I've come to see you.
so
So that will not happen unless those experiences were
yes,
satisfactory. Nobody is a fool.
but you are
So
really
most of
great.
my practice is word of mouth sending only, referral,
Yes,
and doctor referral. So
really great.
I genuinely, every time I give a prescription, I say a little prayer in my heart. God, let me be the channel who is blessed enough with your blessings to make this person all right.
Madam, here I would like to share something. Every person whom I counsel during my day, when I go to bed, I leave that case at the feet of God and say, God, please lead them correctly.
Do Hopoponomo for them.
Yeah.
Think
So
of them.
Yes,
Think of
ma'am.
them and just do the 108 Hopoponomo. That's all.
Yeah, definitely,
You will
madam.
be
I'll
doing
do
what
this.
Dr. Hewlin did.
Sure,
I'm
ma'am.
going to start doing it for my patients. I haven't been doing it for my patients, but the recent research I went through in order to get to this, I'm going to start doing it for my patients.
Sure.
And I know that there'll be magic. In fact, I want to see if I can do a Hopoponomo like this, an experience for patients and families in the hospital.
Definitely, madam. You can
Just
do.
a half an hour session, they can gather and we can do it.
Definitely, madam.
So
Love you so
I'm
much.
actually planning that for the new year.
Love you so much and wishing you all the very best with all the
So
days.
thank you all very much for sparing your last day of the year. God bless you. May you all have a wonderful 2024.
Thank you very much.
Every one of you should make 2 promises to me. One is that you will daily love yourself. Remind yourself, tell yourself that you love yourself, that you are enough, you matter, you are important. The second promise, 3 promises. Second promise you have to make is that you will share some positive, elevating thing with somebody, one person in your life, a relative, stranger, I don't care who, which will raise their positive vibration. Anything that you do in any form, you can decide what form. Whether it's taking a Brahma Vidya class or whether it's doing a counseling or whether which is going to change the positive vibration of the other person. The third thing is one random act of kindness. Try to do an act of kindness. In America, there's a very famous way of doing it. There are a lot of homeless people sitting on the road. Even we have homeless people. So randomly somebody will buy food and give to a homeless person. Or what you can do when you go to a restaurant, one of the ways they say paying it forward, it's called. One of the things they do is, I'm there for lunch, you are there for lunch. I'll offer to buy your lunch. I'll pay for you also. See, it's a random act of kindness. Like in my hospital, I often tell my people when some 3-4 people will be crowding this way for a doorway. So if I'm one of them, I open the door and wait for everybody to go through. Allow them to go through. Whereas in our country, we don't do that. We push and go. I won't allow you to go. I will be going first, beyond you. It's a simple act. You can smile. You can compliment somebody. I do that. There are strangers on the street. I very often tell them, hey, that sari you're wearing is so beautiful. I don't know them from Adam. When I go to the hotel or go somewhere, if I see something that's beautiful and I feel it's beautiful, I tell them it's beautiful. Who doesn't like a compliment? Tell me. See, we're all walking with an invisible board on our neck. Appreciate me. Acknowledge me. Yes. Every one of us has got that invisible board hanging on our neck. So do that. See, you will feel good, they'll feel good, no? So these 3 commitments are your New Year resolutions for the 2024. So stop what you will write a plan. What you're going to stop doing, which you did last year, which you said in your first Hopoponomo prayer when we started. What are you going to continue doing, which was working? What are you going to start doing, which will make things that are working work better? And which will also help you to stop doing the things that you don't want to do. Very simple way of making New Year resolutions. Nothing very complicated. Life is simple. We complicate it. Even if you do one of them, just stop doing the negative things that have been occupying your life. Your life is going to change. Yes?
Sure, madam.
So just work with one of them if you feel that doing 3 of them is too much. So do the clearing first. How do you organize your desk? You take out everything, reject what you don't want, then put back what you want, and bring in new things. Same thing with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Best of luck and bye-bye. Have a great remaining Sunday.
Yeah.
All have a special... And the last activity which we have to do before we go is all of us will raise our hands. And I'll just show you first, and then you can do it with me. You're going to say, I am enough. I can do this. I've got this. Yes, 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 3 times. Okay. So, I am enough.
I am enough.
I've got this.
I
can do it.
I can do it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Full of energy, loud.
Yes.
This is actually Tony Robbins' way of ending most of his sessions. But he does it in a big, he'll jump and all that. I can't do all that. I'm doing it at my level. But you are all less energy than me.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. I'm telling the divine. Yes, I'm taking you into me. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's also a breathing exercise in yoga.
Yeah.
Bhastrika.
Bhastrika, correct. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye, ma'am.
Yeah.
Love you all.
Thank you
I
very
recorded it and
Yes.
I've YouTube streamed it. So hopefully it will be on YouTube. So if you want to share this with any other friends or you yourself want to see it again, you can go and look at it there. I will, once the link is available, I'll